and I understand the 50 that he was trying.
Leaves it for Jazz 2 and 3. St. Clair makes it close.
Yeah, well,
Concord just been able to
really the cleanest goal attempt score here, but it was effective. Coming off the touch, I was a little bit wayward, saying, "I'm going to recover and do my due diligence as a garbage man to get the."
leaves it for Jazzy 1, 2, and 3. St. Clair makes it close.
Yeah, that demolition on the line is how you make goal opportunities happen from thin air. Coming off the touch, I was a little
Well,
bit
let's see.
wayward,
St. Clair continue to bounce back, really creating opportunities for themselves. We get to see Concord do that same, just be a bit more aggressive in their shot creation. That's a good start, especially if Helix can put it on. It'd be a bit too light, Simas, for the offensive rotate. Just force the defender to come through, gets the bump on Jazzy. Crispy will put it on. That will be 4-2 for Concord.
Yeah, what I say at the top of the game, man, that right corner offense is just Concord's web. If you get stuck there, if you're out of position there, if you're going the wrong way there, it's going to be a tough time for you. St. Clair has to push everything out down the middle to prevent themselves from beating that honey trap.
Half the game remaining. Concord continuing to bounce back. No matter how much possession St. Clair gets, every single touch has been worth their while. Arju will take possession to get over Simas, and he will. Actually going to be able to make it all the way across. Crispy and Felix fully locked and loaded, though, on the defensive end. Second touch from Jazz, and he will leave it over to Crispy. Low side. Looks a little dangerous. That's a great cutoff, though, from Concord for the transition.
Almost down to the races there, but it's off the side. I think everyone's kind of wising up to what the tactics Concord was doing before, making sure everything gets knocked wide, and that one's knocked away at the line as well.
Simas. Take from underneath, catch the defender. Side out. Good read and good patience. St. Clair as patient as ever. Crispy having to dive, but that one a little too close for comfort. Arju keeping the possession alive. Though these guys are playing a bit slower, you can tell they're playing a bit more measured. They're not going for anything too crazy or anything really too risky.
A lot of times people kind of freak out with 2-goal lead, get that third to shut the door down. But Concord has shown a bit of composure in the run of this season, this semester, of being able to make a little lead work best for them. They're just burning seconds now. All they have to do is make sure they don't concede.
And I believe that is the first crossbar ping we will get on a... Oh my God! What is this two-man play? I thought that the lead on, there was no way that this was going to wind up through, especially with Crispy having so much room, but Arju perfectly times this bump. Crispy can't get enough on it. And now we are down to a 1-goal deficit.
Yeah, it looks super easy there, but threading the needle on the run quite like that from that angle is something that you could only get good at on the training pitch outside of that.
And now
I was sure with that. That was the first crossbar ping we have gotten on an official CRL broadcast, so love to see it. Hope we get more of it as new features coming into the game all the time. Jazzy puts one on, pass downside, can't get there. Will be cut off by Concord.
Oh, wow, that's going to be a trivia question. First crossbar ping. I'm absolutely right. I love the fact that new things are being updated all the time. Here's a chance for Simas to make sure they're a hero right in front of goal.
Is actually so quickly moving though for Concord. They want to end this all now, especially look at Crispy trying to be as aggressive as possible on the offensive line with no boost to speak outside. Gets over one, leaves it for Arju. Arju fakes it. It's going to go off the post, and Simas will be able to get a touch. Jazzy dives in, tries to keep the possession alive, but as he does, the time whittles down. Maybe one more left here for St. Clair. Jazzy all the way deep, going to be able to take some boost. You can see he's looking to receive a pass. It's going to go down. Slide doing everything he can to keep it alive in the midfield. Jazzy in position, pass over, but it's way too weak. Concord will take game one.
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest defensive effort from Concord, but they went back to what was for them, and that is that right flank scoring. And they kind of made something out of nothing with a bit of aggression up top. And together, that was a first win in this best of 5.
It's a good start, though, for Concord, though not one I think that you can really rest on. Like, we got it in the bag. I think St. Clair, they were able to really respond so many times. Even the shot, look at it, St. Clair still leading on that front. All of them being, I believe they're all in their condos, the residents at their college at the moment, but they're all on campus together, which does make a bit of a difference. You get to see in real time as the adaptability, the communication between these two. And honestly, I've seen how St. Clair play in person. They're just a pure vibes team. You look at how Shuffleverse coaches that team and how they get along. They're honestly a team that operates purely on just vibes, good communication, and good times.
You make a good point. When I was in college, we used to call it dorms, but our school hated that. It's a residence hall, they would say. But, you're absolutely right. Team
I
chem is
never called it
important.
a dorm. I don't know what you're talking about.
I call it. Maybe it's an American thing. I have no idea.
Maybe it is.
But I love the team chem situation because you really have to be near your teammates IRL to really build that bond for your squad. It comes down to these high-level tournaments like this.
Yeah, I think especially chemistry is hugely important. You even look at on the St. Clair side, they don't have the most mechanical players in the world. We have mechanical players within CRL, but they have good chemistry together, and that is what's been helping them out so much. So hopefully we'll get, well, no bias, but hopefully we'll get to see them start to just ameliorate and get more into this series. And Concord gonna have to watch their back touch and try and maintain this lead.
So a lot of times,
You want to play Rocket League? I can start training
that
you.
first strategy of that right flank offense working out for them. You're going to see a lot more vertical play. So if they get off the ceiling, off the ground, right down the middle. So if you're St. Clair, you want to give yourself a chance to even up the series, you got to lock down now the middle and best of even number of games.
You mentioned, you got to lock down and, really do better as a fat
Real
element
Tyler?
that comes from St. Clair right at the offensive line.
Tyler
That
the
one hurt
Creator?
Sep's weeping right now to say this, but no score here. Almost a minute gone by in this one, so we're not getting the same kind of pace we did in that first game. But we're still seeing a little bit of that car movement and that ball moving from both sides right now.
You can see Concord being a bit more patient in the offensive line.
No, I
Crispy
hit
Dwayne
50.
can inside. Good
I've been
awareness as
hitting them
well.
a lot.
It's 50. Concord trying to play a bit more measured, waiting for the defender
I
to
was
come in.
just on roll
Classic
for an
you
hour.
just play off the good fundamental passing touches.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the fact they're able to cut off and think of the top of the key as 3 vertical lanes. Now we're seeing a bit more of that play in the middle. And what that does for a defense is once you get comfortable and you think how an attack is going to come towards your net, you kind of put yourself subconsciously in a formation to
So
block
when are you
that.
guys
And then you're kind of left off center because Concord has something up their sleeve.
They do, and they continue to develop right now. There hasn't been much time for St. Clair to come out of the
When
zone.
you're
That being
done,
said, the defensive
just
rotation
tell
in terms
me,
of managing the pressure is
You're gonna get a lot.
immaculate. They've been able to put a lot of boost on. 1-2, side of Jazzy to open things up brilliantly.
Flip reset? Nope. Pinch. I hit a pinch and it was 111. Oh yeah, Colin, just so you know,
This right
Rocket
here is
League
kind of an
is
interesting
live.
play. It looked like the ball was set around the wide stuff, but it was cut off right for the net. And just
I ain't
hanging out
doing it.
there, right place, right time to put that through the net. St. Clair breaks the deadlock.
They will. Finally getting a lead for themselves. 3 minutes remaining, and St. Clair,
I'll teach you
hopefully
both
this
how
can
to
be
do
the
some
turn
mechanics.
for them. Concord, however, they have had possession in their number. They have had
Coming
ball
back.
touches in their number. They can hold St. Clair at bay, keep that midfield under lock. Might have a lot of more chances to work with, but it's one thing to be able to create those chances. It's not to actually capitalize on them. And St. Clair are doing that in spades.
That kind of begs the question, Seb. We talk about possession in other ball games, space sports. I feel like you can not have the ball and score a lot, or you can drain the clock with the ball and not score enough. I mean, where do you land in the possession game when it comes to giving yourself an advantage?
I mean, I feel that if you do have possession, your whole goal is with that possession, you have to remove resources, right? You have to be very meticulous in how you remove resources. And unfortunately, Concord, although they did have possession and were able to actually be able to maintain that opposing field advantage, they didn't do a good enough job at keeping St. Clair starved. If you're able to starve them out, be able to force them to make some mistakes, he liked almost soloing it himself, then you're going to be able to force more mistakes coming out of St. Clair because they have to based off the lack of boost.
Absolutely. He was trying to do a little bit of dazzle and got the down the line. It almost went the other way. So we're seeing a little bit more of the gloves coming off, kind of tactical warfare on the ground here as we're
Call
rolling
me
what
back
hit the
when
left
you're
and
sitting
two.
on Rocket League.
I love how St. Clair was going for so many consistent 50s while Jazzy was the one chasing. It was pretty much no movement around the pitch here for Concord. That being said, St. Clair looking to reset.
Rocket
90
League.
seconds on the clock. Concord, they look like they might be cooking if they can maintain that midfield pressure.
Pressure is definitely on. The composure is still there, but I wonder if that composure has kind of manifested itself into a lack of urgency. You want to put something on the board, and now, and that was knocked away. Really at the last gasp by Arju.
Yeah, Arju had to dive in for that one, but great defensive play as always. Pass over to Helix. Helix, who tries to play it patient, but it's just a bit too hard off his car. Tries to go for another pass. Side puts this down and almost gets read by